Yo, what's up, everyone? Hey, welcome back. So today, guys, I'm gonna do a weekly breakdown, guys, with you guys. I realized that it has been a while since I recorded a video for you guys. There are some people who have been requesting my analysis for the week, guys. Yeah, but then I just wanna show you what I have. I already did the analysis. I just wanna show you some of the entries that I will be anticipating. So guys, if you're new in my channel, please like, subscribe, and share the video with your friends, guys. Yeah. So, and then for those who already subscribed, guys, thank you so much, guys. This channel it's growing on a daily basis, guys. Then I appreciate it. So with DXY, I don't have much to discuss here. Remember that we don't trade DXY. We use DXY to check the strength of pairs that have a dollar or dollar pairs, guys. Yeah. So checking the strength of dollar with DXY. So what I can say about this one, guys, is that this analysis I already did it. I think there's a video where I was doing this analysis. I'm just continuing from where I left off. But then if you don't know or you wanna know about the breakdown of this one, guys, you can go watch my previous videos, guys. As this analysis are not new, guys. So remember, guys, we're trading Falcon and SMC. So with Falcon and SMC, we know very well that we know very well that when it comes to Falcon, the price moves in a series of an impulse, correction, impulse, correction, impulse. But then remember, when it comes to SMC, the price moves in a series of higher highs and higher lows, moving to the upside. But then when it's on a downtrend, it's a series of lower lows and lower highs, guys. Yeah, vice versa. Then, so with this one, we can agree that we are pushing to the upside. Why are we pushing? Why am I saying our trend is to the upside? Because we had an impulse, correction, impulse, larger correction, impulse. Now the price seems like it is on a correctional phase. So it is safe for us to say the price is pushing to the upside. The other thing when it comes to smart money, I have a higher high, lower lows, higher highs. Uh, Sorry for that. I wanted to say a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Now we are currently on our higher high. So what was happening? We were breaking those previous highs. So it's safe to say we are in an uptrend, even when it comes to smart money, guys. Yeah. So now I'm gonna go deep into what to anticipate when it comes to GX1. So with GX1, as I said, that we are checking the strength of the dollar. We're not necessarily trading DXY, but then there are some people who are placing trades on a DXY, and then it's okay for them. There's no problem with it. I just prefer to check the strength of a dollar for me. I I actually correlate DXY with Euro USD most of the time rather than other USD pairs. When it comes to Euro USD, it works okay for me. So what we do anticipate right now, guys. Okay, sharp. Let me start with SMC. When it comes to SMC, there's an unmitigated order block here because of this break of structure here. We know that I'm sorry for that, guys. I think there's a problem with my okay, it's fine. So we have a break of structure here. Then we know what caused this break of structure. It's actually this order block here is the one that caused the break of structure. So what normally happens is that the price normally comes back to mitigate that order block to continue in the same direction. But then remember that we're trading two strategies. When it comes to SMC, we do anticipate the price to come and mitigate this order block here and then continue pushing to the upside. But then when it comes to Falcon, since I said that the price moves in a series of an impulse and a correction, we can safely say that we're in a correctional phase right here. So when it comes to Falcon, we're in a correctional phase. We anticipate something like this and then continue pushing to the upside. Or it can either be a larger correction and continue pushing to the upside. So for now, And let's just wait and see what the price tells us what to do. But for now, I can put these things here as my continuation pattern. But then I'm ready to evolve them, guys, if anything happens. For now, I'm gonna take this one as something like this. The only entries that we're gonna consider here is gonna be the reduced risk entries, something like this. Gonna take this one here when it breaks out of this trend line here, or out of this continuation pattern. Our entry is gonna be here when it comes to Falcon. But then if that type of entry doesn't happen, let's say we got checked in, then the price decide to come to the downwards here, we're not giving up on this trade. We would know that there's a possibility that the price now it follows SMC. It's not like the strategies that are working against each other. The overall direction here is to the upside, but then we just don't know yet which entry is it gonna be valid for us. Hence, I said after we got stopped out here, it doesn't mean this trade is invalid. There's another entry opportunity around here. So if the price is gonna come to our order block in a corrective manner like this, and then give those reversal pattern, it's gonna be safe for us to get to take a buy entry here to the upside. Stop loss gonna be below our order block, and then the stop loss of this one is gonna be below this continuation pattern. So it's either gonna be at this entry right here or this one here. Our overall target is gonna be the 90% rule of this outer or larger, but at this one right here, we're targeting this area here. So it's either this entry or this one. It's easy for us to understand DXY. So you're gonna take the same scenario on this one and then try to relate it onto Euro USD. As I said that I'm using it to look for the strength of the dollar. So even this side here, there's a similar thing happening on Euro USD. We are currently in this trade, guys. Remember that I got an entry here, and then I think I got another entry here, somewhere here. I have two entries. I'm gonna show you this trade, guys. But then if you are constantly following my channel, you would know that we did this analysis. I did this analysis with you guys. It's still running for me, but then I locked some partials. So I have two entries here still running. Then I know that my targeted area is this one. I think we have 3 weeks of this, or we have 3 weeks being in this trade. Yeah, 3 weeks. Yeah. So when it comes to this one, same scenario together with DX1. Let me try to zoom it on the current price here. Okay, I have a break of structure here, unmitigated order block at the top there. So similar thing is gonna happen here. SMC entry or Falcon entry. Let me start by Falcon entry. Pattern here. A nice continuation pattern. Our entry is gonna be below this trend line. Target is gonna be here. Roughly gonna target 1:4 there, which is a good risk to reward ratio. So entry on the breakout here. Remember, we're taking a reduced risk entries, guys. We're not taking risk entries. The reduced risk entries, this one after the breakdown of this continuation pattern. SMC entry is gonna be here. So remember, when the price is gonna come here, we only gonna focus on the entry in which the price is gonna mitigate this order block in a corrective manner, or give us at least a sign that it's weakening or it's losing momentum. So if we get something like this, uh, entry our entry is gonna be there up until our 90% rule. So remember, this one here is the overall move that we're gonna achieve a 90% rule here. But then we have two types of entries here. Hence, I said in the previous pair that if one entry fails, doesn't mean the whole of this trade fails. It means that we have another entry opportunity rather than that one that has failed. So if you fail to take this trade here, or this trade fails to play out, let's say we get tagged in and then the price decide to come to the upside like this, we would know that we're gonna take this one as a larger correction or a pattern that is gonna mitigate our order block. I know if something like this gonna happen, we will have a nice pattern here mitigating our order block. So it's obviously gonna be a nice trade for us here since we'll be using both SMC and Falcon. Meaning this entry actually here, if we're having a pattern, it's an it's both Falcon and SMC. But then only this entry here, it's SMC. But then this one here, that's when we're gonna combine the strategies. Meaning we'll be looking at the patterns around this order block. Hence it's gonna be Falcon and SMC entry. But then only this one here, it's Falcon entry. We just go for a continuation pattern. We just enter after the price breaks out of this continuation pattern. So it's easy for us when it comes to Euro USD. When I try to correlate it with DXY, I know that there are some other pairs like AUD, USD, AU, I mean USD CAD, USD JPY, and all the others. But then I just prefer to use DXY with only Euro USD. It works for me, guys. Yeah. So the next pair that I will be looking for, it's AUD USD. I actually did the analysis in all of these pairs, guys, if you can check. So I think this one here, if we can try to analyze what happened in the past, guys, I think the strategy works okay. Remember that I said we're following a series of when it comes to Falcon, we're following a series of an impulse and a correction. Look, an impulse, correction, impulse, correction, impulse. Now we're in a correctional phase. We know that the next anticipated move is going to be the impulse. So if we can take this logic here, try to make a continuation pattern here, we would know that we are in the safe side. Continuation pattern, something like this. Another thing, guys, we are repeating the same things forever. Here, suppose it came around here, target being here. So when it comes to this trade, guys, it's actually similar to those ones that we have been taking. But then the problem with this one, okay, before that, let me just discuss these entries first. This one here, SMC entry, because of this break of structure here, and then there's a huge imbalance. Okay, there are two entries here. SMC entry, Falcon entry. The reason why I will opt for SMC entry here rather than the Falcon entry is because of the risk to reward ratio. If we look at this pair, we're risking 1:2, guys, of which is not a good risk to reward, or it's not a good proper risk management, guys. So I'm not gonna opt for this trade here. I know that we might have a nice Falcon entry here, but then for me, I'm not gonna opt for this entry because of risk management. I will rather wait for this one for the price to come here, then I will take it. Or if maybe I'm not getting something like that, let's say my pattern is something like this here, the price just decide to reverse there, and I know that my stop loss is maybe somewhere around here, then that's when I'm gonna opt for this one. If we would have sorry for that, I wanna take a reduced risk entry here, something like this. But then even though, guys, the risk to reward ratio is not balancing here, meaning this entry here, I'm gonna take it off, guys, and then only focus on this one here. So if the price comes to this to mitigate this order block, I know that I'm gonna be having a nice entry when it comes to this one, guys. So this one here, it's out for me because of a risk to reward ratio or the risk management. I'm only gonna focus on this one. We know that we are waiting for same things always, reversal pattern around the order block, and we know that we are done with this one. Easy, guys, easy, guys. So the next pair that I'm gonna be looking for is GBPCAD. If you can look at these pairs that I'm having right now, guys, you would realize that I did the analysis with you in the previous videos, but then I just didn't take some trades, or I was just waiting for them to play out. In this game, guys, you just need to have a patience, guys. So with GBP card, I think we had this one from last year. Yeah, from last year. This one we had it from last year December, I think. Go watch my previous videos. You will see that we had this one from last year. Okay, fine. So how am I gonna discuss this one? We had this nice order block here, of which it was not mitigated. So the price kept on moving forever like this. Hence I said I didn't trade this one, but then it was on my watch list. It has forever been on my watch list from December. If you can watch my previous videos, you will see that we've been waiting for this one to come. But then it was only last week why I haven't opened the chart. So the price came and mitigated my order block here. So I was actually supposed to be in this trade right now. I was supposed to be in this trade, but then unfortunately, I couldn't take this one because of I was off the chart. So the type of entry that we can be anticipating here, it's simple. So we're supposed to take this one here. Look at the way in which the price came to mitigate this order block. We had a reversal pattern here, a reversal pattern. If we can look at this movement here, the price was weakening into our order block here. We know that after this one, the price is going to push to the upside. So, but then the only type of entry that we can be looking for right now, since the price, it hasn't given us a continuation pattern. Guys, remember that I told you that the first continuation pattern has high probability of playing out. So the price hasn't given us the continuation pattern. The price mitigated our order block and then just shoot to the upside. So what I'm anticipating right now is to get some continuation pattern around here. Then I'm gonna take this trade to the upside. Uh, Let me just do it with these trend lines. I'm waiting for something like this actually. Then buy from here. Target is gonna be on the 90% rule. We're not playing with this one, guys. We know that this one is gonna come to this area. So what really happened here, guys? Or before that, let me just discuss this entry. So our stop loss, guys, is gonna be our below this below this area here. The price has a tendency of taking us in, come here to double bottom pattern and then push to the upside. Hence, I don't want to place my stop loss somewhere inside here. Or maybe I can put it here below this continuation pattern. If I got stopped out, then I would know that I'm going to take a double bottom in here. If it were to come to to come and retest this order block here, I will know that I will take a double bottom here. But then for now, let me stick to my stop loss being here, guys. My entry being here. And then with this trade, we are targeting how much? 1:3, of which is a good trade, guys. So this is simple, guys. I'm done with the GBPCAD, guys. And for those who will be taking this analysis as signals, you are on your own, guys. These are not signals. This is what I'm documenting with my team, or I'm just documenting my trading journey, and then I'm sharing this one with my team. You can reference this one with your analysis, but